Hello, this is QJ Martin here with Curated Awesome. Today I'm going to be showing off the pride of my collection. Now this is not just a rare pin, a pin that is limited to 500 pieces. This is actually my very first AP FiGPiN. Now if you don't know what AP is, it stands for Artist Proof, but the main point about the AP pins is that they are incredibly rare and they are incredibly valuable in the FiGPiN community. So let's take a look at this pin and see what we got here. Now this pin is the Spider-Man X8 FiGPiN XL. Now the XL pins are unfortunately no longer in production, but what that means to me is I'll have a chance to collect as many of them as possible. Because the problem I have with normal FiGPiNs, and it's a problem that's not going to get better, and that's okay, but for me, I really like to get as many of the pins in existence as possible, and as long as they keep making them faster than I can buy them, I am, of course, not going to get anywhere close to having a full collection. But with these FiGPiN XLs, I actually have a shot, so in a way, that kind of makes me happier than if they had continued to make them. I know, it's a little bit weird, but here's the pin itself. Now, the plastic casing is a little bit worn. I would not so much go as far as to say that it is damaged, but it is definitely scuffed up. But there is a simple fix for that, and that is called a replacement casing. And of course you can get those on the FiGPiN.com website, and I went ahead and grabbed one as soon as I found out I was getting this pin, because I want my rarest, most valuable pin to be in the nicest, shiniest case I can possibly manage. Okay, so this is an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive from 2019. Again, it's one of 500 pieces. But that doesn't exactly apply with an AP pin because they have a different numbering system. And this pin is Spider-Man from the PS4 game. I heard that PS4 game was amazing. I have it, and I haven't gotten around to playing it yet because I just have very little time for video games. And when I do play video games, I end up getting stuck on RPGs that take like 100 hours or more, so I'm getting there. I know I'm going to enjoy this game, and I'm very excited to get around to actually playing it, but I have not yet. But I still love the design of this Spider-Man. And let's go ahead and get it out of its case so we can take a closer look at it. I went ahead and just pulled that cardboard out because, as I said, I'm going to be replacing the casing for this pin so it's nice and new. Now I do have a video in the works for how to replace the cases on these XL FiGPiNs. I just have not gotten around to uploading it yet, but it is on my list. It'll happen soon. The main reason I procrastinate about this is when I film a whole bunch of videos and then like 3 weeks later it's time to make one of the last couple of them. I look and I'm like, oh man, I don't like the way I did things back then. I want to redo this. And you know, when it comes to replacing a case, you can't exactly redo that because, of course, I threw out the old cases. So I want to use my old footage, but at the same time, I'm worried that I'm better at it now, but I'll get around to it eventually. So, of course, with the XL FiGPiNs, it's very important to pull them out evenly so that the pins don't bend. Now the nice thing about this one is it only has 2 pins, so it's not as big of a deal as it is on some of the other ones. So here is the pin. Really beautiful suit. I love the white accents that they used for this version of Spider-Man. And I think that'd be pretty cool to see in live action as well. You can see when the light's not right on it, it's got that really nice deep red coloring. The only thing I don't like so much about this design is the boots. I wish they had stuck with the webbing starting right here at the upper calf. because these boots just kind of feel incomplete or empty, but everything else about this design I like a lot. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the app and see its stats. Stay there, Pin. Don't do a Hulk and fall all over the place on me, because I want to keep you in good condition. Okay, so as you'll be able to see, this Spider-Man is the highest level pin in my collection, and the only pin to pass 5,000, let alone 6, 7, 8,000, except for this one. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats here. Now this is an AP edition, Lot A, and as you can see, this is a FiGPiN exclusive of 504 pieces. I still don't know why they do 504 instead of just 500 or whatever. I don't know. I have to figure that out at some point, but I don't know at the moment. So the AP edition is 1 of 48. That means there were 48 AP FiGPiNs made for this pin, and this one is number 36. Now the thing about this is 36 out of 48, not great, but 36 in general is amazing. The score of a normal FiGPiN, if you got down to the last few pins, it would be a really abysmal low score. But since there's only 48 pins of this one made, it's a high score even if it's at the very end. For a comparison, you can look at this pin. It's 456 of 3,000. And it's got 50 points, not bad. But if you slide it all the way down to the last few pins, it's going to be 21 points. So the lowest that this AP pin goes is 54 points. So it's automatically got a better score than any other pin might have, even though it's 36 out of 48. Now, there are a couple things that are really benefiting this pin. For one thing, 18th to unlock, I got 45 points, so that's really nice. Cohort, 50% unlocked. Of course, that's really easy when there's less than 50 pins in total. But it also means that there have been about 6 more pins that have been unlocked since I unlocked mine. Max boost, 100. This is the only pin I have that has a max boost on it. And that was not my doing. That was the doing of the person who generously gifted it to me. And that person, of course, I appreciate their generosity very much. I'm not going to say exactly who it was because I don't want them to be spammed with requests. I think that's pretty obvious. It's not a lack of gratitude. I'm just trying to make sure that their inbox doesn't blow up. And yeah, so the score of this pin is 17,940. Not enough to get me on any leaderboards, but it is enough to get me number 1 in my own little collection. So this is definitely a pin that I am very happy to be the proud owner of, and I'm going to be very excited to display that on my wall along with the other pins in my growing collection. So let's just go ahead and get the new case on it. So there we have my very first ever AP FiGPiN, the FiGPiN XL Spider-Man X8. Thank you so much to the very generous benefactor who donated this to my collection. It is absolutely highly prized and highly appreciated. And thank you to FiGPiN for making these awesome products in the first place. This is an absolutely gorgeous pin, and I am happy to have this as part of my collection. Do you have an AP FiGPiN in your collection? Or do you have multiple APs in your collection? If so, comment below, let me know which one it is, or which one was the first one you ever got. Maybe give me a story about how you managed to snag it and add it to your collection. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It is very much appreciated and definitely helps my videos get seen by more FiGPiN collectors. If you would like to see more of my videos upon release, be sure to subscribe to Curated Awesome and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching, and as always, have an awesome day.